All right, I would like to begin by thanking USA Hockey and the selection committee and to everyone who's worked hard to put on this amazing event. When Pat Kelleher called me with this news I would join this group, it was a very special moment. I just want to take a moment to congratulate and recognize Jocelyn, Monique, Steve, and Abby and Ellie, who are representing JJ later. I'm happy to say we put on the same uniform and represented our country, and that will be forever linked in the Hall of Fame. Special congratulations to the Strelo family as well. It's a great honor. I certainly didn't think often about my legacy when I was playing. When you play hockey, as a kid, it's your passion. It's for the excitement. It's for the joy. But I would remember fantasizing about winning championships, playing against my favorite NHL players, and I just really couldn't imagine these dreams become true. And I would have a night like this where, I'm extremely grateful that my time spent on the ice is impactful in this hockey community. Anyone who knows me understands that everything I do take it very seriously. I took great pride in being the best player that I could be and truly cherished every moment I had to lace up my skates. I don't know if this ever really makes sense to anyone, but I just never occurred to me I'd have to stop playing at some point. One day, okay, you're done playing. I just always wanted to keep going. It's just the feeling I had about hockey. It was just such a joy to be out there, and there's still that passion that sits down deep inside, and I'm hoping to find another outlet now that I'm not able to put the pads on. I was very fortunate to play in many exciting hockey games that captured the attention of the world in the Olympics and the NHL. When I prepared for these games as part of getting past the nerves and self-consciousness that comes with pressure, I would remind myself how amazing it was to have a chance to share the ice with the best players in hockey. Right until the end, that's how I felt. I was sharing the ice, and it was a great test. I loved solving the puzzle of keeping the puck out of the net. It was satisfying to me to be able to quickly read the play and know I could get in the right spot and make the save. And thinking through a problem, trying to solve it in tenths of a second was satisfying and exciting. I think that no other position or sport could have aligned with who I am inside, like tending goal on the ice. It wasn't always fun to get hit with the puck, but in some way it meant, I made the save. So the bruises were strangely comforting, and a few people in this room probably know what I mean, and it doesn't make us weird. We're just unique. I always felt a great connection to my spiritual side when I was on the ice. The favorite ritual for me was to beat everyone on the team to the ice for practice so that I could hear my skates carving into the ice. The rink's empty and you can hear that echo, and it's just something, it's kind of like going to church. To have been given, I think Fish said there's waters down here, so that might be a good time. I'm doing great, right? There's so much to say though, Berkey. I'm trying to get it all out. This induction gives me a chance to reflect on my relationship with hockey, and I'd like to honor the people who gave me this gift. For some people, it was a moment of their time, and others it was much more. I can't thank everyone the way I'd like to right now, but I'm thinking about all of them. Thank you to my family, always a source of love and support. Understanding and encouragement, starting with my parents, Teresa and Dean Miller. I look back now just how open they were to my interests, ideas, and what I may become passionate about when I was young. When I became a parent, I understood more about what they gave to me, and as I watched my children grow, my respect for my parents grows. Hockey plays a central role in the Miller family. When my grandfather Elwood changed his stars and left Saskatchewan for East Lansing, Michigan, to play college hockey in the 50s, he set something in motion. My own father would follow along in the late 70s, and 10 of us would go on to play in the green and white jersey at Michigan State. So naturally, I was gifted skates and a stick early in my life, and we were always around the rink watching hockey games. Early exposure and access to the game showed me something to pour my time and energy into. The game had offered so much opportunity in my family that I felt like it was a way of life and hockey was calling to me. My mother's no-quit attitude that surrounds her love and attention to her children served as great comfort to me. I saw in her someone who would make the most of any situation and push forward with enthusiasm. She would smile and make our days fun and interesting. My father's creative spirit and deep emotional connection to his family was perfect for a family of 4 kids, always taking the time to teach and talk about a moment of life and taking interest in our lives by showing up and being present with so much else going on around him. I'll always remember our long drives listening to classic rock. My siblings and I benefited greatly from the care and attention we were given, and I appreciate the love and support my parents set as an example. And I think it was carried on between the three brothers and a sister. As the oldest of the group, my head start in life made it so oftentimes the trips to rink didn't offer much for my siblings, other than getting cold. I look back now and remember watching my sister in the stands wrapped in a blanket, or my brother Bryce reading a book over in the corner. They didn't realize then, but they were doing something for me, and I do appreciate it. My brother Drew would share my love for the game, and he went on to have an amazing NHL career. Put his name on the Stanley Cup, which he likes to remind me of. I believe the fun we had and our shared passion for hockey is a key reason we found success. And we played the game together anytime, anywhere, and built a competitive nature between us. My early memories of the rink were of local coaches, rink managers, my teammates, along with their families. I spent a lot of time with my hockey buds, made lifelong relationships. I wouldn't be here today without that community that seems to grow out of every rink. People willing to do a little more so the kids can play. I try to remember this as I'm around the rink now with my son. My parents put a lot of faith in me when I was 16. I needed to leave home to continue playing hockey at a high level, and although it must have been difficult to see me go, they let me go to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, 5 hours north of my hometown. And I was lucky I had some friends come along, but it was a step away from home, and I think that a lot of us in hockey go through the same moment. I would like to say thank you to my billet families, the Riators, the Blairs, and the Saruks, for making that transition a little bit easier. And in the Sioux, I was able to meet a main character in my story, Terry Barbeau. He's a goalie coach my first year up there, who's become a lifelong friend. I learned a lot about respecting the process of mastering the game, and enjoyed our time tidying up my game in the summers and spending a lot of time together on our working vacations. I was fortunate to come home to East Lansing and play at Michigan State University under Ron Mason, Dave McCall, and Tom Newton, who are here. 2 of them are here tonight, and some of the other Michigan State boys are here, so thank you for coming all the way. I grown up around Munn Arena and watched many great teams, and when I was proud to put on the green and white. While my time in the Sioux began to shape my game, MSU definitely began to shape my expectations. I began to believe I could play the game at a high level because we were a great team and I was contributing. To rise up and be recognized as the best player in college hockey, I started to think maybe I could keep advancing to the NHL. And I had been drafted just before my time at Michigan State. Dominic Hasek was a starter, and there were 2 first-round picks ahead of me with Buffalo. My future agent, Mike Liu, would help me navigate some of the business and politics at the time, and he was my agent my entire time. I'd like to thank him for his long conversations. I think my friends know that I can go on, but Mike can go even longer than me, so it was definitely appreciated. I think a lot of the GMs in here might also know that as well. When I made the jump to pro hockey, I felt a lot of expectation to quickly rise and take a place in the NHL, and it wouldn't be quite that easy. I learned a lot of lessons in 3 years about humility, patience, and dedication as I found my game in Rochester in the American Hockey League. During this moment, I met another central character in my story. Barbara Meyer would become my sports psychologist and help me refine my approach to the game. Her excitement and passion were contagious, and her support helped push me through, and I'm happy we're still great friends. When I was able to gain enough experience and confidence in line with the rise of a talented group of players in Buffalo, our core group was one of the best in hockey, and it was an exciting time in my career. I want to thank the Sabres organization for their belief that would span ownership, managers, coaches, and many wonderful teammates. Buffalo holds a special place in my heart and is an amazing place to play. Jim Corsi, our goalie coach, probably is the most positive man I've ever met. He gave me a belief in myself that I could be the best, and he would do it in Italian most of the time. And I just really appreciated his firmly rooted belief. It was unwavering. Moving on was not easy, but that's what happens in pro sports. I want to thank the St. Louis Blues, Vancouver Canucks, and Anaheim Ducks for allowing me to wear their jerseys. I enjoyed each city and the people at those stops. A special thanks to Corey Hirsch, Rolly Melanson, Dan Cloutier, and Sudzi Maharaj, who are my goalie coaches. I learned a lot from each of them. And I had the honor to wear the red, white, and blue at 3 World Championships and 2 Olympic Games. And each time I went, Jimmy Johansson was the guy helping manage the group. His passion and joy for the game is infectious. He is missed, and I'm glad he's being recognized tonight. I want to pass along special thanks to Dave Fisher for his hard work in helping organize this evening and for his friendship and hard work within the sport. Many other USA Hockey executives and volunteers who have helped me over the years, I do appreciate it. I felt great pride representing our country against the world in tournaments. It's hard to describe the feeling joining a group of tremendous athletes and stepping on the ice in full uniform, ready to compete against another country's best. To be selected and entrusted with guarding the goal in the Olympics is one of the best feelings I had in hockey. Special thanks to Brian Burke, David Poyle, and Ray Shero for selecting me to those teams. And a special thanks to the coaches, staffs, and my appreciation to my teammates. Those are great memories. One sec, then I'll wrap it up. When I met my wife, I knew that I would marry her immediately. You can ask Patrick Lalim, he knows the story, and it's true. I didn't know exactly what our life would look like, but I knew I had to find out. And I'm so happy we met and were able to carve out our life together. You're the love of my life. Thank you so much for supporting my hockey career. It's not easy to begin a new relationship, build a family, and balance a successful career of your own while married to a hockey player, a goalie no less. To say you took on more than your share would be an understatement. You have given our family so much, and it's appreciated. I'm happy your parents can also be here with us, and they've made me feel welcome and loved in the family and supported through my career, so thank you. Bodie, my beautiful boy, who's becoming a young man far too quickly. I see a competitive spirit in you, and I also see joy for life. I'm so proud of you. It's nice to know that you will remember being around the rink when I played, and maybe that'll help you understand a part of your father as you grow up. I look forward to watching you find your passions and explore the world. I will always be there for you. And to Kaya, our little sweetie, you won't remember this, but especially you're here with us. Your mom fought hard for you to be here, and your smile is an inspiration every day about what love and commitment can accomplish. So, thank you all, and I do appreciate everyone being here tonight to celebrate all the inductees. I've been inspired by their stories, and I appreciate everyone. Thank you.